Hey everyone, welcome to Morning Coffee. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, this is going to be a general energy reading for your Tuesday, June 9th, 2020. Please keep in mind that time is an illusion and energies are fluid. Ooh, so just because this is a reading dated for the 9th of June, it doesn't mean that it absolutely has to resonate for you at that time. Whenever you're guided to watch this reading and it resonates for you, then that is the message for you in that moment. Also, keep in mind that this is a general reading, yes, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So, one of you in the comments a few days ago mentioned that you wanted to see the view from my window here that I have my phone propped up on, and I forgot to do that last time, but I'm going to do that now. So, and it's beautiful. The sun's coming up, and that's not my car. That's my landlord's car. But there's so you guys remember when there was water dropping, being drained out? Well, it was so loud because it was hitting that canopy right there. But this is the view from the window of what actually is the studio here. And look at the sunlight. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. So anyway, there's that. So anyway, yeah, plugging along here. Phase one of uh, fixing up the studio is finished. Everything is primed, so that means now I get to paint it white. Which it's already white, but it's just primer, right? So it's gonna be officially white very soon. So that's gonna be my next thing, yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Um, I don't really have anything else to say. So with that said, why don't we just get into the reading, yeah? Here we go. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved for our Tuesday, June 9th, 2020. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to give this 5 shuffles, but you guys might have to excuse me a little bit. I might be moving a little bit weird. I have a crick in my neck right now. I think I need to get like another pillow or something. I only have one pillow right now. It's the pillow that my landlord gave me. It was a brand new pillow, but it's pretty thin, and I don't know. Maybe I'm pampered a little. I'm used to a little bit of a thicker pillow too, and I'm used to having two. I know, first world problems. I know I'm terrible, but now I have a crick in my neck, so I might be moving a little funny to avoid the searing pain. Okay, 3. All right, kids. So, what's going on with y'all? What do you guys want to talk about today? Yeah, 2 more shuffles for you. 4. And again, I'm going to try and keep this 30 minutes or less, because I'm shooting this on my phone. And 5. Alrighty, y'all. So let's see. Ooh. Let's see. What's going on for you guys here? Ooh, I'm going to sneeze. Bless me. Oh, Lord, excuse me. All right, here we go. What's going on? What do you guys want to talk about today? Well. All right. Ah. Aha. 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 Okay. This is good. I'm going to get a little bit more. Okay. This is actually very good. This is very interesting, too. Ooh, chow. Look at that. Okay. That's all we need here. Oh, I see. Okay. Cool. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. And you don't stop. Until the beat, y'all. And you don't stop. Look. Strength at the bottom of the deck. Okay. But that's not all. Oh, no. What came out first was the Magician, and actually this came out a number, these 1 2 3 4 5, these 5 cards that we're going to talk about right now, they came out together. They came out in a stack, but the Magician was on the top of that, and that's quite perfect because this falls right in line with what we've been talking about. You are the master manifester of your own reality, and it seems that you're using that to your advantage because with that you have the 4 of Cups, you have the Page of Swords, you have the 4 of Pentacles, and you have the Tower. Here's the thing about this. Now, I'm seeing with the 4 of Cups here, I'm seeing the mouse or the mice card from the Lenormand deck, and I have that. I think I'm gonna still use that as a little bit of an oracle wrap up, just to get a final message for us, because I like how that worked yesterday. And if you didn't see that reading, go ahead and watch that. Maybe after this one, but it's titled "Can We Just Call a Spade already?" But anyway, what I'm seeing with this Four of Cups energy is something similar to what I see with the mice card in the Lenormand. However, it's mainly because there's a big old rat here on this, right? But I feel like, especially now with the Page of Swords here, you are in the process of seeking out any mice, any rats. In the Lenormand deck, the mice card represents inconveniences, pests. It can even be spies, people being spying on you, people keeping tabs on you, something happening like all kind of, I don't know, incognito and just not good, just pests, whether that be minor inconveniences, but then also like it may start out as a minor inconvenience, but then if you leave it go unchecked, it becomes a massive major problem real quickly. You know what I mean? Because we all know how mice reproduce, right? What I feel like is happening here is you're in the process of seeking out any of that energy. It's almost like you're cleaning house, and you have that with the Four of Pentacles and the Tower. Okay, but the Tower feels like an energy that has been long since going on. Like the Tower doesn't feel like it's anything new. And what I feel like is going on here is you are in the process of moving through this Tower moment, but coupled between the Page of Swords and the Magician, I feel like you're taking a very, very active role in the cleansing and the clearing and the healing of whatever it is in this foundation that you no longer want. Now the Four of Cups also represents unrequited love, boredom, missed opportunities, or just straight up flat out not taking an opportunity. But here in this sense, this is interesting because this Four of Cups is giving me, I just heard minor inconveniences, sure, but I guess what you could see, I guess in an abstract way of looking at it, the Four of Cups can represent all of the stuff that, I'm going to sneeze again. Excuse me. Pause. Hold on. Let me blow my nose real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. We're talking about this Four of Cups here, and the Four of Cups can also represent disappointments. So what it feels like here is I don't feel like there's anything that you really need to be afraid of that's new or that's coming into your life that's going to be a disappointment. I don't think I don't think anyone needs to look out, anyone here, especially if you're in this Magician energy, I don't think any of you really need to watch out for the fact that you might be rejected. To be quite honest, you might be the one doing the rejecting here. Okay. It's the disappointments though. And what I feel like is you are in the process of seeking out and maybe even destroying, or I guess you could just be seeking it out to understand it, to get a better to maybe even take stock and then figure out what you're going to do later about it. But you're seeking out anything that would be a disappointment here, because you are in fact in the process of building a brand new foundation for yourself. The sun's coming through here. This is kind of cool. You are in the process of building a brand new foundation for yourself. The Magician, the Tower, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. And so with that, I got a little bit more here. And with that came the Two of Cups, which is in reverse. But then also you have that with the Star and the Ten of Cups. Okay. So there could very well be relationships that are breaking up here. The sun is going to be blinding soon, but there could be relationships that are in fact breaking up here, alliances or friendships or relationships that are dissolving. But I'm hearing codependency. If there is a relationship that you're dealing with right now that's on the rocks, that seems to be dissolving, or you're putting an end to it, I feel like it has very codependent elements to it. And with this Magician card here, I mean, the Magician is an independent individual, because the Magician is the master manifestor. He's mastered the elements, and he knows how to use that to his advantage to get what he wants and to manifest what he or she wants. And okay, yeah, that can be a little manipulative here, but creating your own reality is manipulative in and of itself, right? So it depends on what you are doing to create that reality. Are you being manipulative in the fact that you're using other people? Or are you being manipulative in the fact that you are using, or in the sense that you're using your tools to your best advantage? You're using the tools that you have, the resources that you have, the environment that you have to your advantage to manifest what you want. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? So that's what I see like is happening here. But so the Two of Cups definitely can mean that in reverse. It can definitely mean that some of you are dissolving a relationship in order to move in a direction that would bring you towards a better relationship, something that's more in alignment with you. Or this Two of Cups is a focal point and it's coming. You're manifesting this new relationship. Either way, I feel like there's a relationship manifesting. Whether you are getting yourself out of the one that you currently have so that you can put yourself in a better position to have, right? Put yourself in a better position, the Magician and the Four of Pentacles, which is building a foundation, in order to have the Ten of Cups that you really want, that you're trying to align with, the Star, okay? For others of you, like myself, I'm single. So, I mean, I'm not really checking for anybody like that, but hey, I mean, if Mr. Right wants to show up at some point, I might give him the time of day. Sorry. I feel like I should do something about the sun here. I'm going to pause again. Give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. Also, I don't know if you guys are hearing this like squeaking. Can you hear that? That's the headboard to the frame, the bed frame I'm laying on. I'm going to try and do my best to not like, move around so much because it's starting to annoy me too. I can only imagine what it might sound like for you guys. But anyway, so here's the deal, guys. You're in alignment. You're doing what it is you need to do. And it's funny because we keep going back and forth. One day I'm like, can y'all just like yesterday, can we just call a spade, please? And like today it's like, okay, well look, action is being taken. I don't know, take it as it resonates. This is a general reading, so like whatever. But okay. You know what? I want to get into some clarification now. Yeah, let's get into some clarification. And I actually want to talk about the Page of Swords and the Four of Cups. All right. I want to see what that means for you guys, because that really seems to be the most important focal point, because this right here seems to be where most of the action is being taken. You're seeking out. I just I just heard search and destroy. Do you guys remember that store, Search and Destroy? I don't even remember where it was. But it had a lot of punk stuff. Search and Destroy. Oh, it was in the city. That's right. It was in, oh my God. It was in the East Village. It was on St. Mark Street. Search and Destroy. It was like a Japanese owned anime, like really wild and crazy. Like they had some wild ass shit in that store. I don't even know if it's still open anymore. Spirit just said the pandemic closed it. Yeah. That block, man, back in the day, and I'm only 33, so I don't even really know, but I was coming down to the city when I was in high school, because I lived up in Westchester. Me and my friends would come down to the city in high school and act like little badasses. We really weren't, but whatever. But we would go to St. Mark's, and me and one of my very best friends at the time, she and I were really into like, we would go to get ramen and okay, and all that good stuff. But yeah, Search and Destroy was a cool store. We really liked that store. Anyway, I'm gonna give this one more shuffle, but we already have one card here for the clarification, and we're clarifying the Four of Cups and the Page of Swords, and all right, and the Five of Cups has come out here. But see, this isn't a manifestation of the disappointment. And the feeling that I'm getting from this Five of Cups right now for you guys in this clarification is that you've had enough of feeling this way, because you've had disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. And you're finally like, you know what? Fuck this. I am tired of crying over spilled milk. I am tired of being left out in the cold. I am tired of feeling let down or devalued, is something I just heard, by other people who really don't give a damn. And so it feels like right now that's yup. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck too. And I haven't even really actually shuffled to get this, but look at what's on the bottom of the deck now. The Magician. All right. It's like, look, I don't want this shit in my life anymore. Page of Swords. So I'm gonna seek it out. I'm gonna seek and destroy. I'm gonna search and destroy, because I am the master of my own reality. And actually, you know what this feels like? This feels like some of you are actually taking your power back and are no longer in any sort of way. You're no longer trying to externalize your happiness and well-being. It's like you finally got that message. You've been hurt enough to say, fuck this. I'm taking my power back. I'm taking responsibility for my own happiness. Kudos to you. I will drink to that. I will drink to that. Excellent. So let's look a little bit more. I am hearing unrequited love, so that might be something that you've been dealing with. That might have been that cycle that we were talking about yesterday, where it's like in that video I was saying, let's just call a spade already. It's like, look, honey, there you can spin your wheels at this as much as you want. But if that person is not willing to give, if this is not reciprocal, or if the feelings are just not there for them, the way you have for you, the way you have for them, if they're not there for you the way you are for them, cut your losses and run. Like, pick your battles. Like, don't do this to yourself any longer. But I think some of you are getting that now. I think that's the point here. But let's see what else this is. Page of Swords and the Four of Cups. Please, Spirit, what else can you tell us about this? What else can you tell? Ooh, the Ten of... that's a lot. Okay. So someone was straight up lying. I just heard false accusations. Okay. Interesting. I mean, maybe they weren't straight up lying, but I just feel like I'm hearing false accusations. So that I kind of feel like what Spirit is saying here is like there was a bait and switch situation, because you have the Page of Wands in reverse with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And what I feel like here is this is a situation in which someone came in all hot and heavy, hot to trot maybe, or even just came in talking a big game, talking all kinds of mess when they really had no real intentions of following through with that. So this might have been, oh, hi, Moth. This might have been a situation in which someone came at you with all this glory and shit, talking about we're going to have a life together, or this is like a big thing, like the Ten of Pentacles, like selling some big, whether this is romantic or not, this could be business too, but they talked a big game, they sold, they sold you on some serious pipe dream, right? They never had any sort of intentions. They either they never had intentions of following through with that, or they didn't have the ability to do so. The Knight of Wands, being a very overzealous person or energy, can get really very much ahead of themselves, or can, yeah, all right, Sagittarian energy, but not to bash my Saggies. I love you guys, but sometimes, but it's like a situation where it's like, whoa, I bit off way more than I can chew. And yet there's an immaturity level here that feels like this, whomever this Knight of Wands energy is, they're not willing to take responsibility for that for themselves. And that's when we'll get into the bottom of the deck in a second. But I want to look at the rest of the cards, the rest of the big old stack that's come out here. We have the Three of Pentacles. Yes, we have the World. Yes, we have the Six of Swords. Yes, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, we have the Fool, the Nine of Wands, and the Hierophant. But okay, so look. So because of all of this, you are in a position, or the other whomever is in a position here, to work on themselves. The Three of Pentacles, this is that energy of the self-mastery. This is the building. This is building that foundation. This is literally the building, the work that's needed to be done to build this foundation, to go from the Three of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles, okay? The World, Six of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. You're starting a brand new life for yourself. You want to know why? Let's go to the bottom of the deck here, because you, as opposed to homeboy, homegirl over here who's flying by the seat of their pants, selling shit that they don't even have to sell, right? Making promises that they have no business making because they have no way of keeping it, right? Well, here you go. King of Cups. You know what? Fuck that. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. And I'm creating something new for myself. I'm doing what is right for me. I am taking a leap of faith. I am not backing down, and I am not letting society standards, social norms, establishment, family, whatever. I'm not letting any sort of established hoo-ha bullshit tell me nothing. Y'all can't tell me nothing, says this King of Cups. You want to know why y'all can't tell me nothing? Because y'all are fake as fuck. Y'all fake as fuck. Coming up in here selling some shit you ain't got no business selling to begin with. Man, fuck out of here with that shit. Mm-mm. We ain't having that. We ain't had it. That's good though. I like it. It's good though. Cool. So we're 20 minutes in. Let's wrap this up with a little bit of Lenormand. And I don't normally do this, but I'm actually kind of feeling a little bit of a future vibe here. Now I do consider myself an oracle, but I do not consider myself a fortune teller. Um, and you might sit there and say, "Oh, well, Eric, a fortune teller and an oracle are kind of the same thing." I beg to differ. And I guess that's in the colloquial sense of what a fortune teller would be. Because if you were to say go to a fortune teller, you could sit down and say, "Okay, tell me my future. What's going to happen tomorrow? What?" And that there tends to be a feeling of definite, like whatever the fortune teller tells you, it's definitely going to happen, and it's definitely going to play out the way he or she says. I don't try to play that game because I understand that energy is fluid, and things can change in the drop of a hat on a dime. You know what I mean? So I would rather be an oracle in the sense of give you read the energies that are surrounding you right now and tell you what's most likely gonna happen as in terms of the energies of this current moment. That can change in 30 seconds, that can change in 5 minutes, that can also change as soon as you get wind of, whoa, something's coming down the pipeline that you don't want. All you got to do is change your mindset and then you're good, right? But technically or potentially you should be good. But you know what I mean? So that's why I call myself an oracle and not a fortune teller. So I do want to look a little bit into the future. I think the Lenormand deck is saying that we want to tell you a little bit about what could be coming. But you have the power to change that, okay? Just keep that in mind. You have the power to change it. What you do with this information that you get in this reading, whether you believe it or not, what you do with the information in this reading is all on you, honey. Okay. So let's look a little bit. What's coming on down the pipeline here? What can you tell us about? What are these there are some future energies here that are just like screaming to be observed. So let's see. Uh-huh. Ooh. Oh yes. I like that. We have the stork and we have the bear. I feel like you're really in nesting mode. I feel like you're really trying to make things happen. I feel like with this energy, the stork and the bear, God forbid anyone who tries to get in your way. Because not only are you re-nesting or are you building a life for yourself, not only are you maybe even trying to start a family or putting yourself in a position to have a family eventually or something. I'm seeing this stork energy as you being in nesting mode, but you're also in a very protective mode with the bear. All right. I want to look a little bit deeper. What else can you tell us? Aha. Man with a heart. That's the Ace of Hearts, maybe even the Ace of Cups. But I'm also seeing that as the King of Cups energy. Ooh, chow. With the Queen of Swords. But you see, in the Lenormand deck here, this is... Wow. This is the Queen of Spades, right? This is the woman, the desired, the desired and the pursued woman. She is kind of Queen of Swordsy. She's probably been through a lot, but she's very stylish. She's very fashionable. She's very, very pretty, gorgeous, beautiful. She's very talented. She has a lot. She's very beautiful, and Not to toot my own horn, but when I did my first reading in with this deck for myself, just to have a conversation with them, I came up as this. But this is kind of a pair. So what I feel like is happening here is ooh, I don't know what that is. I'll have to look at that. But what I feel like is happening here is there's something is coming together, especially with the stork and the bear. I really feel like somebody here is in the process of making a name for themselves and creating a life for themselves. So think about it this way. This stork energy, I'm very much in a nesting mode too. Like I'm rebuilding my life right now. I'm rebuilding my home. I'm building my studio, and then I'm going to finish on my living space. And yeah, sure, I would love to have a relationship, but I'm not checking for it. Like I said, if Mr. Right comes around today, tomorrow, next week, maybe I'll give him the time of day. Who knows? You know what I mean? But I'm more focused on this, the nesting aspect of it, the building of that. And that's what I feel like is coming forward for you guys. So if you have any sort of, I have 4 minutes. Let me get a romance angels on this. Let me get some romance angels. We've got 4 minutes. We've only got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I am wearing a Madonna shirt. Look at that. Okay. Okay. One last shuffle. I'm sorry. Give me two. Give me two shuffles. Okay, 1 and 2. What else? What can we say about this? I mean, this is kind of an awkward way, I feel like, to end this reading, but I do feel like there's a pair. This is the balance. And then maybe this for you is the balance between masculine and feminine energy. That's for sure. Okay, great. So that's what's helping you be in this nesting mode. But for some of you that are actually really trying to align with a relationship, you have honeymoon. Oh wow, you have honeymoon and you have trust. All right. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I feel like, but this kind of feels like the Six of Swords energy. So I feel like you are moving towards, if you are really wanting a relationship, if you're wanting to align with a relationship, Spirit is saying trust, because you are moving in the right direction. All right. And then at the bottom of the deck here, you do have very soon. Okay. So that's all coming to play. Now, there's one last thing that I want to look at before we end this. Oh God, my neck. At the bottom of the Lenormand deck is this card here, card number 37, and I have no idea what it is. And I want to look at it. I want to look it up. So we're going to look it up real quick, and then we're going to end the reading. So card number 37 here. Diviner. Well, would you look at that? The non-traditional diviner is an extra card in the Enchanted Lenormand Oracle, representing Marie Anne Adelaide Lenormand herself. Divination offers a snapshot of conditions seen projected from the present moment. This is exactly what I was just talking about. As me as an oracle, or I'm not wearing my necklace, I'm not wearing my, wow. That's how free flowy I feel here. Like I don't even need to feel like I have to wear my jewelry. Oh well, it's too late now. The reading's almost over. I just noticed that, but that's exactly what I was talking about. How I'm the oracle. I'm just looking at the energies for you. You do with it what you feel is best. The diviner offers truth and guidance, so you can use the consultant feature of this card. When this card appears in a lineup, listen more deeply to what is being suggested. Test it out before you accept its message. You see, that's what I'm trying to provide to you here. Further uses of this card are suggested somewhere else. Okay. Okay, and I was looking at the suggested combinations, but we actually didn't get any of those. Right? 29, 28. Nope. 17, 15. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks, guys. I love you all so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next cup of coffee tomorrow morning. Yeah? Take care. Mwah. Bye.